And ATK Mohun Bagan have looked dynamic on the field. Quite a lot of expect a couple of changes in as well for either sides. West Ham United of course have the options of Tyron Potter. Changes there for West Ham United. Just let you know, of course, as we can confirm down, and off we go then. ATK Mohun Bagan in their white, now scoring from left to right in front of your screens. West Ham United, well, they have come closer in the first half to score. ATK Mohun Bagan have somehow survived the physical scare from West Ham United, but this turning out to be an enthralling game. Here's Kodua, gets inside. West Ham United now look a much better side. Fouled in there by, of course, Abhishek Suryavanshi there. Has to be very careful. This is the third time that's happening there now. They've taken an important lead. Can't really concede with such an error there. Flimsy challenge. Wasn't really required. Suryavanshi has to be careful. Remember, earlier on as well, he has been, of course, warned by the referee. Here's a chance then. West Ham United, perhaps with the third set piece into this game. Just that blemish earlier on, but here's a chance then. Lewis Orford lining up Casey as well. West Ham United have a golden opportunity after trailing by a goal. Have to wait and watch. What do they do from here? Looks like Orford will be taking it. Attempted! Goalkeeper there, of course, flying in towards his left. West Ham United, the scoreline still remains the same. And then, of course, attempt coming in from Ollie Scholes. Has been just substituted inside for West Ham United, of course. Immediately making his presence felt as soon as he enters onto the field. Ollie Scholes. Of course, they'd be wanting to explore ATK Mohun Bagan as well with their set of substitution. Quite a deep bench strength there for them. We have the likes of Nangdam Maneoram. Sol Thongson can come in handy as well. Amandeep, of course, has been a revelation, of course, this season. West Ham then in the quest to surge ahead. Talking about a tournament, of course. A lot of excitement, of course, has been created around with players and fans wanting to watch their favorite teams. Oh, there's an attempt, not a clean one yet again. Not a clean one yet again. The frustrations are evident, of course. The kind of challenges which have come in. We'll have to wait and watch. There's already a yellow card earlier on. Could this be another one? It's the same individual yet again. Abhishek Suryavanshi really coming clean on his tackles there. Interesting how West Ham, they've not really converted. There are 3 shots, not in one on target, in fact. It's surprising for them. It's certainly not going to be a cakewalk for them. Oh, there it is. What are you expecting then? Stick to the game, mate, is important for us. Called in there, attempted away. Expecting the intensity to go higher. This is the first match, and imagine all that coming in. Liam Jones. In comes Woods. Curl delivery. Still in the box, and they get equalizer. Oh, how close was that? Blasted away this time. West Ham United, of course, should have scored that one. Oh, they've been charging in time and again, knocking on the doors. And there's a warning, of course, going out for Suryavanshi yet again. Sibajit is trying to calm things down. Insert in terms of physicality. Not call it a David versus Goliath battle, but what really matters is the goal. And ATK Mohun Bagan have that. I'm sure the Mariners We are static with this news so far, but I'll tell you what, we still have another 35, in fact probably 31 to go from now on to decide and seal that fate for ATK Mohun Bagan, who have done so brilliantly in the national championship as well. Naziri picked up brilliantly now. Raj Basfore intercepted yet again. Pawanmi. Here's Abhishek. Quick turn then. Dipendu Biswas. Look at how comfortably ATK Mohun Bagan are rotating the ball in the mid-third. Oh, that certainly. They have to be careful about it. Apologetic immediately, but the card will still be shown. ATK Mohun Bagan now on the receiving end, of course. And Lalrin Liana receiving the yellow card. ATK Mohun Bagan have to be careful. Not really getting too much into that emotion of getting the first goal. They have the matches to play as well. Any player trying to miss out another yellow card, in fact, would be a goodbye for him for the next match. 2 yellow cards so far then. 1 goal for ATK Mohun Bagan. Well, they're still, of course, skating on thin ice with a team like West Ham United. Still being played in their box. Now he is claiming on the other end that this kick which was attempted, eventually not the ball, but directly into the leg of that in-flying defender. And of course, we're trying to understand what happened. Of course, we're trying to see if there was that attempt coming in. ATK Mohun Bagan are back onto the field. The defender, of course, there. Raj Basfore. Of course, we're talking about the partnership of Premier League and, of course, Reliance Foundation to enhance and to give young Indian players a chance to rub shoulders with perhaps the best along anywhere in the world, alongside also assisting Indian counterparts into coaching, refereeing, and of course football development in India. A lot of grassroots activities as well. Premier League has returned back in India. Here's a chance. ATK Mohun Bagan, he's been called offside. The flag goes up yet again. It's in fact Tyron. Favor Pawanmi, the assistant there. Nagurkar raising the flag up. ATK Mohun Bagan somehow still kept afloat in their attempt to raise the Indian flag higher. Of course, they're representing Indian teams, not to forget, apart from the club. Certainly calling in for the National Club of India then. You also have the likes of Bengaluru FC, who have been phenomenal in their journey, presenting India, of course, at the Asian stage as well. What a lovely turn. Here's a quick take. George Erdi taking all the time he has. Cross it inside! Oh, they needed that connection, which was missing yet again. West Ham United are missing out that all-important striker up front to convert those goals for them. The touch was important. They've come in close so many times on so many occasions. What really is missing is the goal. Naziri would be a little happy there, if not content with the team's performance. They would want 1 goal, of course, from here on in order to seal the deal against the resurgent West Ham United. They've shown a lot of character there. Here's Kodua. Lots in the head. Save yet again from the goalkeeper. No chances whatsoever. Arshdeep there, of course. Between the sticks, getting a chance ahead of his counterpart, Zahid, from ATK Mohun Bagan. And I'm sure he's going to do gold out of it. Here's a chance then. Curling away! Yet again. Rahul Datta, the head coach for ATK Mohun Bagan, has his eyes deeply rooted into this match. Every single move is being calculated, trying to understand all the maneuvers. In comes all his calls, then plays it wide right towards Kodua. Regan. Back again this time, Georgia. The crosser inside. And then Mealy, of course. We have to be careful about that. ATK Mohun Bagan, West Ham are knocking the doors time and again. This time, brilliant turn there. Oh, he's been brought down yet again. Series of attempts, chances after the other. What they must, or rather will claim, is perhaps one red card for ATK Mohun Bagan. Certainly not really happy about it, frustrated on a couple of times. A free kick then for West Ham United. Seeing Jamal there, of course, inside the box. We have the likes of Ollie Skulls wanting to take that. Of course, we're hearing about some substitution as well. We'll let you know how that happens. Here's a chance for West Ham United yet again. Ollie is, of course, lining up probably alongside Kalen. We try to understand how that happens. Just from the out of the box there. Probably he could call it in and give West Ham United that all-important equalizer. Having his vision formed there. Yet another there. Conversation there with the defender inside. The referee having a word with both the fans, in fact both the players. Oh, there it is. Look at that. ATK Mohun Bagan have really sweated it out, haven't they? The plan looks a little different here. The referee's whistle has already gone off. Connected yet again. It was in fact Lewis Orford there. Lost it over. Headed away.
Right.
Still inside. It's Josh, in fact, who's brought inside. Regan Clayton cutting through one man, cutting through two. In that melee, it's again Kudua.
Left.
Here's Kian Naziri, skipper from ATK Mohun Bagan. Look at where the goalkeeper has surged ahead. Mason Terry making those advancements earlier on as well. Now in the second half, we've seen him do that as well. And we are, of course, hearing about substitutions. We have Kaushik Das, who will be being brought inside in place of Lalrin Liana, who was on a yellow. That, of course, a good